Well, I accidentally stopped the video while saying hello to that guy. But I'm chilling there, fucking vibing. Hello, y'all wondering where I am? This is the fucking park. Yeah. Fucking hang on to those bitches and just fucking move around like a monkey. That's low key what I fucking do, man. I like simplifying things in that sense. Like, oversimplifying things makes things so fucking funny, bro. Like, hey man, you wanna go flail around in the bars and get strong? What the fuck? That's awesome. That is awesome. I was about to say that if I didn't have a lighter and I had to go all the way back to the fucking car, I was gonna, oh, yo, why you guys falling? Dude, you guys, what the fuck? Don't fall. Don't fall. So y'all vibing? Y'all what am I gonna talk about? You know, I could stop the video. You know, I'm gonna let you guys see me think about this. Think about, oh man, I should stop the video and watch a video myself. What if I suck dick, huh? Dude. Sometimes I swear to God, I can fucking, like, I'm starting to be able to truly distinguish the two sides that exist within me. That being the one that destroys and the one that creates. And I'm starting to see this little ring in the tone of the voice that the destroyer has every time that he wants to destroy whatever I'm doing. Destroyer in the sense of, no, the most cliche, I guess, way, destroying your hopes and dreams. But yeah, kinda. I mean, I do think that most people have a part of, oh my god, like this, bro. Just, dude, this hoodie is so fucking, it's like a vacuum in here. I can't hear myself speak. I low-key can't hear myself speak. Okay, it's like a micro. I got headphones on right now. I'm in a studio. Just chilling, man. Studio podcast. I really appreciate being alone. That's why sometimes it's baffling to me how some individual, it's not really baffling, but I want to understand type thing, right? Root cause, understand. I mean, in terms of some people can't be alone, you know? Their mind is almost like a torture chamber. I mean, I can imagine how that would be like, right? Because my mind also fucked me up for like a lot, like a good part of my life. My mind had control over me, you know, instead of I having control over it. And for the duration that my mind had control over me, right? I do understand not wanting to be alone, right? But what I can't understand, and I don't think any explanation could suffice, is why Why not try to fix that? Because it's way more than fixable, you know? You reinvent yourself when you do so. I don't know. I guess you start like listening to the one person that really matters, because people are really afraid, and I do want to emphasize the word afraid here. People are terrified of being seen as even remotely selfish. You're selfish, you're fucked. You're a fucked individual. That's what everybody says, right? That's what they breed into your subconscious, really. I don't know. I honestly wish sometimes I could give everybody in the world whatever it is that I have. I don't, and I think I know I can very well imagine. I hope more people have this, right? Of course, of complete and utter comfort inside the, you know, your mind. And I don't mean comfort like I'm constantly like being like, oh my God, Koke, you're so nice, you're so great at everything. Don't get any better. No, I mean as a, I don't know, man, as a way to see the light, man. Because there really only is light and darkness, man. And when you have the two options, are you really gonna choose dark? If Yeah, I wish I could put inside the mind of everybody this bliss that could be felt. It's just simply by existing alone, right? And what I mean is obviously not to pat yourself on the back and like, oh, good, great job, even when you didn't do anything. What I mean is, why most people really look up to those individuals that can force themselves or almost or seemingly automatically just do the things that they need to do in order to achieve their goals, right? These people that are so obsessed, so driven, we idolize them, we idealize them, and we see them as the pinnacle of discipline or whatever. And I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's really the way, right? Because as long as for the time that you are idealizing and putting these people on pedestals, you will assume that those qualities are out of reach, so in one degree or another. And in most people, that inhibits them from even fucking trying. which is sad. It's some sad times we live in, I guess. As an, I guess, inspired person, to put a tag on it, I guess. There's two ways I look at it, to be fair. It depends on the day. Sometimes I look at it from the point of view of when somebody is lazy and somebody is like they tell me what they do in class, for example, and they're lazy and they're like they don't want to, and they actively don't want to, almost actively don't want to live, right? They're not trying in life. There's days I feel pity, not pity, but I feel sadness, like deep in sadness of why not, man? You could be so great. And there's other days, and this obviously is inside of me, right? Where I think, good, you stay there. You stay there. You belong there. I don't know, man. The only person that's gonna push you out of the current situation that you live in is yourself, right? But here's the little tricky part, huh? This is the thing. You actually want to implement the change because it's really easy to say that you wanna, it's really easy to say these dreams, but if you fail to realize that you are comfortable where you are, then the change is never going to fucking happen. You will never implement this. In most ways, you guys, in some ways, you kind of have to view I view life right now as stressful stressful when I'm not striving, right? When I'm not trying to attain one of the goals that I have for my life, I'm I become somewhat uncomfortable. Now, this is good because I have managed to eliminate most things from my life that I don't want, right? So now I only have the friends that I really wish to have in the future. Those are the friends that I have, right? I have my girlfriend, which thank God, because what the fuck, man? Just it lets me concentrate way more on because I've rethought this, to be fair. But yeah, now I just see it now as it lets me concentrate way more on my things, and it gives me another pillar of motivation, right? That's to have a girlfriend, I guess. And I have simplified my life, and I have removed the things that I guess create that situation of uncomfort in my life. Now there are still some things that exist, but it's still a process to eliminate them. And the thing about these things is that they're hard to see. They're honestly not that hard to eliminate, right? It's just a question of actively saying no, right? And having a reason to say no. Because if you want to say no, it's fucking easy, right? Because like most people, for example, like if you like stop smoking cigarettes and you're like, oh yeah, it was so hard, and like they asked me they asked me if I wanted a cigarette, and I really wanted one, but I said no. Like, yes, I'm proud of you, but in reality, what you wanted was to not smoke it, right? That's why you fucking did it. Sure, like this is where you have to learn to, I guess, differentiate what you as your almost ineffable being is, right? What your consciousness is and wants, and what your primitive mind and what your body want. Because sure, they're all the same verb. They all want things, but you have to know which one wants what thing. And when you learn to, I'm still learning to fucking differentiate, right? I'm still learning to discern these. But when you do that, I've seen that it becomes way fucking easier to do all the things that you need to do and to say no to the things that you don't need to do, right? Because you know what part of you wants it. And when you know what part of you wants it, you can check it alongside the pyramid. You can create a little pyramid of priorities in terms of you go at the very top, right? You are the most important thing. Sorry, I'm just thinking of this analogy to see if it's gonna make sense. Okay, yeah. You are at the top of the pyramid, right? You're a small little triangle, because you as a conscious being, as your, let's say, ineffable, undescribable being, you're not gonna really ask for much. You're only gonna have a couple of goals. But those goals are very powerful. And those are the things that you can say that you truly want. And then your mind would be second. It's not going to have that many, but it will have more wants than your you, right? Than your actual you. You can label it as soul if you fucking want. I don't really give a shit. So your mind wants a lot more things. This could be like cravings, right? Wanting a fucking cigarette, wanting to, I don't know, fucking drink a coffee, right? These things I personally would label them to the mind, right? And then fucking you have bodily wants, like the bodily want of laziness, for example. Like, I don't want, like, a want can also be a not want, okay? That I just want to lay that out there. For example, like not wanting to go train, right? I would classify not wanting to go train as a bodily want. It goes in the bottom of the pyramid, the biggest part of the pyramid, because the body asks for so much shit. The body needs very little, but it wants so fucking much, right? And when you have to try, the hardest part of this fucking whole thing, I believe, at least for now, is knowing where it belongs. But when you know where the fuck it belongs, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Basic rule of thumb, if it's not superbly critical in the present moment for doing right now, almost verging on a need, right? And if it's not part of the soul part of the top of the pyramid, right? Then don't fucking do it. I don't know. I also, I guess, have some conflicting views of I believe people and everybody should be able to do what you want, right? I use the same verb. But that's like a short way of putting it, I guess. Like, if I want to, like, rant about it, I would try to put it as everybody should be able to be free. Like, everybody should be free to be able to do whatever things they need to do to get where they want to be. Right? If that makes any sense. What I mean here is that you have to have limits. You must have the things that you don't do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ranting. 20 minutes plus the fucking car. I think this is already going too long for you guys, so I'm going to leave it here. I could go on for hours, so don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys like my fucking little thingy-majiggy? It's nice. Huh? Cheers. Cold coffee. Lukewarm coffee. It's pretty cold, I'll be honest. I love you guys, and God bless you. Or Godspeed, family.